Hey guys, coming at you today with another smoking video. Today we're going to be smoking chicken wings. Oh yeah, you can see them right there. We got the large bone-in wing and we are going to throw those on the smoker. Right now, what we've done is I pulled them directly out of the freezer, and this is not something that you have to do, but we're gonna take them right from the freezer, do a quick thaw, dry, and I'll come back with our recipe on how we get that crispy skin. So stick around, it's gonna be a great video. And again, if you like what we're doing, give us a like. So what we've been doing now is we've been thawing our wings from the freezer. I flipped them on each side. All I did was put them on a cooking tray just to kind of keep the mess in check. For about, well, honestly, for about 30 minutes, about 15 minutes on each side. Flip them, and I know you can't get a close-up here, but the tray is completely soaking wet. So now what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna take them to another tray, again, just for this video so you can see, but what I'm gonna do is make sure this environment's completely dry, and that's the whole purpose to getting crispy skin, is you want a nice, good, dry skin on there. You should check out our spatchcocking Thanksgiving video, because we did the same type of technique there, except for we left the turkey inside of the refrigerator to let it really get thaw and dry out. Now, these aren't necessarily completely thawed out yet, but we're just going for it. So that's the thing with cooking, is you're not gonna get perfect all the time. And if nothing else, I'll show you that in some regards that doesn't really matter. So all I'm doing is just taking them from the soaking wet tray. We're moving them over to a dry environment, because before we put our seasoning and coating on those wings, we want this skin to be completely dry. And now we will end up using something that a lot of people don't use, and that's baking powder on our wings. That's gonna help dry out that skin. Be right back, we'll move on to the next phase. Okay, so now we've got our wings dried, and we're gonna move on to something that really we found to make a difference when trying to get your wings crispy. So what we've done is we've taken about 2.5 tablespoons of baking powder. We'll take some kosher salt, about half a teaspoon of that to a teaspoon. You know, you want to make sure you get your good seasoning, and put that in a Ziploc bag. And what we're gonna do is put our wings in here, and we're gonna shake it up. And we want to make sure that baking powder really gets it coated, because that's gonna help dry out those wings even quicker for us, so that we don't have to take extra time and put those in the refrigerator. Okay, so now we've coated these in our baking powder. We also have them coated and seasoned with some salt. So pretty simple. As you can see, nothing to it. Nothing overly coated, but you can see that is already starting to also suck the moisture right out of there, which is exactly what we're going for. Smoker at 225. And what we're gonna do is put these on there. We're looking to cook these for about 30 minutes on low heat. And then what we're gonna do is crank that up to 425 for roughly 40 minutes, all depending on temperature inside. Okay, here we go. We're taking these outside. So come along with me. Sorry about the camera today. We're going it alone. Come on, pup. The dog's gotta come out with me. That's Penny. So we've got our smoker going. And so what we're gonna do is just get these set down here. Now the great thing about the Rectex is actually I got these cooking mats so that the food doesn't actually stick directly to the grates. It makes for easy cleanup. But as you can see, it still requires me to come in and give it a good wipe down first. You know, you want your smoker to be seasoned, but you don't want it to be dirty, you know what I mean? You don't want to taste all of your food from the last time you ate it, if you follow me. So we go ahead, we got this cleaned down now, just a nice easy. We're gonna go ahead and put our cooking mats right in. We're just gonna put them right on top. So what we've had is about 6 smokes on this. This will probably be our last smoke before we have to, all right, so what we're gonna do now all we're doing is just putting our wings right in here. And like I said, we're gonna smoke on 225 for about 30 minutes. And then what we're gonna do is crank this to about 425 and get that skin going. Now I might on occasion come out here and take a look at these wings and flip them, or maybe hit them with some cooking spray to also help that golden color as well as the crispiness. There's nothing wrong with putting a little fatty oil on the outside layer. All right, so we got our wings on and now we're about to smoke. So I came out, it's been about 30 minutes. Because it's cold outside, I don't know, today kind of struggling keeping on that heat or getting to it as quickly as I was used to. So I probably put it on when we weren't exactly at 225. So what I did was I came out and I also already flipped them once. So we're gonna actually just kind of keep working through this right now. So you can see they're already starting to get some smoke color on them. We're pushing that heat on them. Slow cooking right now. And then what we're gonna do is we'll come back. I'm gonna leave them on for another half an hour actually, I think. And then what we're gonna do is pump those to 425 like I said. These are larger wings, so the last time I did this, they were significantly smaller. So I think we're just gonna have to increase our cook times. You know, really, again, this is based off of temperature, not based off of an exact recipe, if you will. So they also went in more frozen than the last time we did it, but that baking powder is actually doing its job. It's pulling that moisture from it. It's keeping it dry. The low temps isn't helping drying yet. So when we crank it up to the 425, you're gonna see that it's gonna make a big difference. So when I check back in with those, I'll bring you back in. Okay, so I figured while I had the smoker going, I might as well put some more meat up in there. Oh, look at those sausages. Oh yeah, we're pumping out some serious heat now. So what I've done is I've actually flipped these now. So now we're really starting to get our cook on. I've also hit them with some PAM, some cooking spray. It's really starting to turn the color. I can already start to see that heat is cooking down to the bone. So it shouldn't be too much longer here. You can see it's working overtime, but it's definitely worth it. I'll be back. I'll show you what we got going. Okay, guys, here we go. So they've been on for quite some time. I don't even know what time it is. 2 o'clock. So they've been on for almost 2 hours. So yeah, definitely turned into quite the event today getting these going. But look, woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, all right, here we go. So I did put a thermometer in these. They are registering at 165 internal, so I know the temp is good. Honestly, not as crispy as I want them to be, but these are gonna end up tasting like roasted chicken, something like you might get at the grocery store, but better. So I'm kind of really excited. I want you guys to take a look at, oh my God. Yeah, so I got to get these done off of here and inside. I'm actually going to let them rest for a little bit. Let them just kind of keep cooking. Although we did get up to temp here, we should be good. And you know, as we start eating these, I'll bring you back. Yum. All right, so I brought the wings inside. They are now resting. Nothing special, just gonna let them sit here. I'll show you what that looks like. Oh yeah, that looks good. So you probably, if you've made it through the video this long, you probably noticed we didn't actually put any seasoning on these other than a little bit of salt and that baking powder. Now what we're gonna do is actually, as they start to rest, we're gonna come back. I actually like that dry rub from Buffalo Wild Wings. So what we're gonna do is actually toss those in that after the fact. And then we're also going to, if you wanted, you could put your barbecue sauce on these now, toss them in that so they're nice and fresh in there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly had fun making it. I will say they didn't turn out as well as I'd want them to, but hey, that's what happens. So thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.